we going live? Yeah. Lights off.
All the good girls you take out for dinner, but all the bad girls you take out for liquor. All the good girls, they don't pull the trigger, but all the bad girls, they pull it much quicker. It's never too late to get down and party, switching from good to bad, cause you're not a feeling inside, or inside your body. Let it come out with shots of Bacardi. Let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. Oh, the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven.
Hey, what's that off? Oh, he just didn't have that straight out.
Backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven.
Don't put this in there.
Bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they act like beginners. All the bad girls, they know that they're sinners. All the good girls are really good kissers, but all the bad girls are really good strippers. Baby, don't slow it down, let's keep going. I think that you and I should lose clothing. I think that all good girls just need coaching. So let me show you how, let's get on it. Just let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. Oh, the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage.
What are we doing tonight, right? Oh yeah, same thing we do every Friday. Try to take over YouTube. I'll let you.
So you got to start up. What are we doing tonight, Frank? Same thing we do every Friday, Pinky. Try to take over YouTube.
She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. I could feel the butterflies multiply every time I meet your eyes. Amplify deep inside once I feel your skin on mine. Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I want in life. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. Got a body and she naughty, never want her off me. Hot like wasabi, hot like some coffee. We drink like a hobby, like to get sloppy. We ain't never stopping. I just wanna drink with this girl all day. I don't wanna think, I just want to play. Keep me underneath the sheets while we sleep all day. I just wanna feed everything I crave. I recall the first day that I met you. How could I forget you? No, I don't regret you. Hope I don't upset you. I miss laying in bed too. Your head up on my chest, you were never second best, boo. Sipping on some liquor, we remember all the good times. Live a little quicker, thinking bigger, wish we could climb. Look up in the mirror, seeing clear for our first time. Just a couple sinners, man, I wish I could reverse time. Yeah, we fake it till we make it, or we break it, often hated, getting faded, getting naked. Every time I feel impatient, and sometimes I can't escape it. I just wanna feel you shaping, like my dreams, I can't sit back, I have to chase them. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have.
How far?
Yeah, we got a few seconds.
Alright. Retweeted. Volume down.
Alright.
Ringtones off.
Ringtones are already off.
Go for it.
So, what are we gonna do tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every Friday, Pinky. Try to take over YouTube. Okay. Okay. I just noticed we lost our delay with that.
I know.
We're gonna have to put that back in somehow.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out somehow, my friend. We have to figure that out. Hold on, I need to share this tweet because, you know, I have to be popular. Anyway, so I guess we might as well start the show.
Yeah.
Because that's a
I
thing.
gave you guys 5 minutes and you still.
Dude, do you know how many times I have to, like, share stuff to, like, 50 freaking people? Because a lot of people are like, oh, let me know when the show goes on. Dude, just follow us on Twitter. By the way, you can check us out on Twitter at ProductionJAK. And also, don't forget to use the hashtag JAKLive. Yeah, we've got that up. So let's go ahead and start the show. So prepare your earbuds, and if you actually have headphones, go ahead and cover like this. It'll be fine. Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle the Irishman Morrow, and welcome to Nobody's Listening Live! Anyway, so I'm brought to you with
Alex Batman Gregory.
and
James Papa Fuzzy Lee.
these guys think they're important, but they're not. It's just me. You're here for.
Oh, you didn't do the ribbing that you're talking about.
I thought about doing it, and I was like,
Brought to you by the guy that plugs the microphone into the back of the computer.
Hey, I'm just saying, Kyle, I can always do this too.
See, that's why I didn't
Listen
do
to
it.
this.
He has
This is
control.
important. See, I can do this to you, and look at that. Kyle lost his voice.
Nah.
Yeah, normally I don't touch that dial.
But no, we've actually got a lot we're going to talk about. We're not entirely sure where this is going to go. Maybe some ranting, maybe some raving, maybe 20,000 other things. Who knows?
Wow, y'all ain't
Brought to you by anybody yet? We're brought to you by us. That's what matters. That's what matters.
Oh, you're in the live chat.
Yeah. I'm kind of.
Dude, I'm always in it.
I'm watching. So
Let's get started.
let's start. Where do you want to start?
Let's
There's
start.
so much to start with.
Honestly,
We need to hit the poll.
Yeah, the poll.
That's right.
Hit that
Oh,
poll.
yes.
All right, hold
On
on.
that poll, ho.
Hold on. Should I take my shirt off first? Like, how do you make money like that?
Shababs. You just dance around on stage and hope somebody throws you a couple of dollars.
God, I need it. But no, we need to talk about the poll. So we had a poll last week. We're going to start doing this question of the week kind of thing. And we're going to have the polls at our Twitter. You can go and check it out. We also share our individual Twitters, which, James, if you can pull that up, please.
Our individual Twitters, I just had it up.
Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to throw that up. But, yeah, you can definitely go and contact us on that. You can give us your answers. You can actually vote. And we'll actually talk about it in the end. So you're the one that did the poll.
yes.
And it was TMNT versus Batman. Who would win to the death? Who won?
Batman.
By what margin?
Batman won 6-4. People, vote more.
Yeah, seriously.
Batman could have won it in a landslide.
No. See, I'm telling you, man, that's the thing. They have that divide. And it's one of
And
the...
sadly, between Twitter and Facebook, we only got 10 people altogether.
That's okay.
And sadly, I'm pretty sure a couple of them were duplicates. So it's like, Really?
People making fake accounts so they can answer.
Well, I mean, like, same person that answered on Twitter answering on Facebook. It's like, come on.
Yeah, okay. But still, nonetheless, I mean, the answers are pretty clear that it's...
True, it is heartwarming that Batman won. I'm going to be getting you at that for a while.
No, man, TMNT, man, TMNT. But yeah, it definitely was an awesome poll, and we actually enjoyed it. And I'm gonna have to think of the question of this week because I haven't even gotten that far yet because I've been busy reading articles because everybody keeps throwing articles at me this week.
Ain't that the truth?
Dude, I read like 6 or 7 articles just this morning alone.
Well, since we are on YouTube, let's talk about one of the big thorns in YouTube right now: the copyright strike system that is broke.
Okay, so yeah, that is definitely something we need to talk about here, and this is important, so you guys please listen up. So apparently now I'm not sure of the full story of this, so this is third-party hearsay. So keep this in mind. This is all speculation and rumor, but I have seen the tweet that led to all these questions being asked. Now, apparently, some young girl, I guess, was having a demonetization problem.
That sounded like a bad spoof on an Asian name.
What?
Some young girl.
Don't start. We haven't even warmed up yet.
Some young girl.
Some young guy. It's like some young guy. But apparently some young lady. Is that better? No? Okay.
Just some young boy.
Well, we're going to ride it.
You gonna ride some young?
Shut up. So some young lady apparently was having a demonetization problem with YouTube and kept trying to get an answer why. Now, I don't know how long it was. I'm assuming it had been quite a while from the frustration. But apparently YouTube decided to answer her back. And the answer, basically boiling it all down to a point, basically, that it's not her videos that are causing the problem. It's actually the comments and the comment section that are getting her demonetized.
Oh, yeah, that issue.
Yeah.
See, I was going to talk about a different issue, but that issue is a big issue too.
Well, I definitely want to touch on this because to me, it doesn't seem fair. You know, being YouTube related, it doesn't seem fair. I love how everybody's on their phone. It doesn't seem. I'll talk to you then. Screw these guys.
I'm actually watching our group chat.
It just doesn't seem fair though that because we can't control what you do. We as YouTubers have no say in what you say in the comment section.
I can remove the comment.
That's the thing. You can remove the comments.
Yeah, but once you get to a certain point and you're getting comments left and right, 1,000 comments a day, you can't self-moderate.
You don't know how many followers she has. She has millions. Yeah. And if she gets even a quarter of that, sending her comments, that's a lot of reading to do. I mean, you can't just go through all that. I'm sorry, but it's true. Yes, you probably send a lot of comments to your favorite YouTuber. But think about it. If you do it like somebody like Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, or Markiplier, they're not going to answer every tips. I mean, these people, they get comments, thousands of comments within an hour. Yep. There is no possible way that one individual, even if if it was us three, there's no way we could read it.
You know the biggest rumor going on behind all this?
No.
That people are running a secret pedophile ring through the comments
I heard
on YouTube
that as well.
Okay, like what, using keywords?
No clue. It's something to do with the way they comment back and forth, the timestamps.
That's
it's like they're making.
I watched the video this morning on it.
It's like they're making a brand new code just for timestamps in video, like certain words or phrases and they'll tie them together.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that I think it was Disney I read last night pulled their ads from YouTube.
Who else pulled? There was somebody else who pulled yesterday morning, I believe.
Send me a link to that video because I'd like to know how
it's the quarter.
The quartering?
Yeah, it's the quarter. I'll watch it. It was like the second video on his channel right now. I don't know. What is today? Today's Friday?
Yeah.
He'll probably post 3 more today, so just scroll down and you'll see.
I would like to know how they.
But the other issue I was wanting to talk about, though, wasn't the comment issue that's going on. It's the flags that people keep having. Okay. A good example would be The Verge did their PC build video back in last, October, November?
Yeah.
The video, at this point, no one cares. It's old, it's dead, but it's a good time for people to go back through and go, hey, let's show what they did wrong.
Yeah.
The first one I noticed was Bitwit. I love his computer build walkthroughs, explaining stuff. He's one of the better people to learn from, along with Linus and a few others I watch.
Right.
they copyright struck him, not flagged, struck him directly. So The Verge actually had to go on and click copyrighted, not an automatic. Claiming we find his character portrayal to be offensive and he is using our material to comment on.
Well, see, the same thing is actually going on with the music industry as well. God, I don't want to make this reference.
Thank you. I like the new backdrop too.
Oh, yeah, that was something I was actually going to talk
Thank
about.
you. I did that.
Did a good job with it.
Thank you.
I helped him put up the props. Actually, I did the table today. But no, they're also doing it. The music industry is doing it as well. There was an individual who they were referencing a whole other song, but because some of the lyrics kind of match and the tone sort of matched the song that they were singing. It was Mr. Beast, actually. That's I couldn't remember who it was, but it was Mr. Beast, and apparently they were referencing to another song, but this guy who wrote this song said, "Well, it kind of sound close enough," and he copy-striked him. Now, this doesn't seem fair in the least, but the thing is YouTube is not trying to fix the problem.
They're just letting it ride.
They're just letting it ride.
Well, they did amend their copyright system, which, from what I can tell, it didn't change much of anything. First Strike now officially gets it to where you cannot stream or post for a week.
Yeah.
And it does it for 90 days. Like the term, I guess you'd say, you're on probation for that amount of time. You can stream after the week. If you get a second strike within that 90 days, you cannot do it for, I think it's 2 weeks or a month. And third, if it happens within one of those 90-day periods, you're done. They kill your channel. The problem with their copyright system isn't for our type of channel. I mean, we love y'all, but we still got a small, minor basis. We can easily make another channel go over and be like, hey, don't tell YouTube.
Yeah.
But when you get these companies like BitWit, Linus Tech Tips, Jonathan Young,
the other big names
that have hundreds of thousands of people.
Or millions.
Yeah. That's not an easy thing. I mean, people like Linus Media Group, they upload multiple episodes a day. They live stream multiple times a week. Yeah, if something was to happen with theirs, that's their careers.
That's their jobs.
And it's not, three friends in a small studio-ish place.
Studio-ish.
With no income yet. We're talking some people that are making actual money and actually have multitudes of people working for them. I mean, Linus Media Group, if you ever count up, I mean, just their editorial area is like 6 to 8 people.
Yeah.
Full time on $10,000 machines.
Do y'all think we'll ever get to that point?
I hope so.
I hope not.
Why?
Tell you what, you can just be the guy in the back sitting there smoking stogies. I'll be the one up there helping these guys run the place.
Yeah. You're no fun. But continue.
But one of these ones that popped up, and I love how the other YouTubers are actually talking about it. They're not just sweeping it under the rug like it ain't happening.
No, because I mean this is a huge problem.
Linus Media Group uses what they call the Heavens Mark bench test, which is a computer bench test, gives you an idea of how your computer performs.
Yeah.
They've used it so much that YouTube associated the audio and video from it to them. So other YouTubers that are running it that don't use it as often or not quite as prevalent have been getting flagged and struck.
Oh my god.
And they actually had Linus Media Group finally contacted YouTube going, look, this is not ours. This is this group's, and they don't care. They went the Heavens test bench thing actually said, we don't care who uses it. That's what we made it for. So these guys can be like, hey, look, this is what this computer will do. It's freeware. We want people to see it so more people use it.
Yeah.
See,
and then he even talked about how they had a strike.
Why?
And get this. Over the dumbest thing in the world, what do you think would cause a copyright strike?
Music.
No. Falling rain.
No.
They literally, the audio from the falling rain they were doing a video on,
I was going to say sneeze, but
sounded similar to someone's actual video of falling rain, and it struck them. Yes. The system is that broke. Then you have the whole issue with BitWit, where that's technically a parody and a review of someone else's video, which means it's free to use. It's open. It's fair use.
Right.
They were trying to say, one, they used the majority of their video. Well, yeah, he talked throughout the entire thing, pointing out what was wrong with it. I mean, they called zip ties tweezers. And if anyone has ever watched The Bitwit, occasionally he'll do what he calls, his name is Kyle. You ought to be proud. But he has an alter ego he calls Lyle.
Which is a very
Asian-y,
Asian.
stereotypic sounding.
He's Asian as well.
Yeah.
So he's an Asian man doing a stereotypical, he's so stupid, Asian accent.
Yeah. Like,
So
those are not tweezers, those are zip ties. My English better than yours. And he did that through the whole video, and they were trying to post that as part of the reason they didn't want him using it. And even he was like, it was actually one of the ones that works with him on his studio. Did the video going, it doesn't matter if it offends you. One, it was fair use. Two, he's Asian.
He's Asian too, so he can do all the Asian bad jokes he wants. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like,
She's saying, seriously, where's mine?
oh, they want more. It's like, you're applying thermal paste, not icing a cake. But he did. He took the thermal paste and went, bloop, 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 and took a thermal paste spreader. Which I didn't know these things existed.
I don't think anyone remembered that. Actually,
I've never gotten one.
It was
he's just caking it on like he's icing a cake.
Linus Media Group did like a worst computer build ever, like as a kind of retaliation thing, and they were like, let's just throw this thermal paste on there, and they actually gobbed it though. I mean, you had Linus having a heart attack, like, no, but he knew he had to do it to show how bad it could be. And they're like, now let's use this thermal paste spreader, and he goes,
on top
they make those?
Yeah, I've never seen one. On top of which, he didn't even need thermal paste anyway, because the cooler he had already had the heating, had the thermal pad.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Like, sometimes they don't match all the way. And
what has happened to YouTube? Like, I mean,
it used to be a fun place. People used to be able to make money off of YouTube without having to have millions of subscribers. They could have a couple of thousand subscribers and were able to supplement their income.
And now it's got to be like you've got to survive and make a living off of it, which don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love. But it's one of those things where it's no longer fun. They turned it all corporate, all the way through.
What happened with that was when corporations started jumping in on it, getting in on it too. So they had to revamp it and make it corporate too.
And Google got
so
a hold of it as well.
Corporations starting their own YouTube channels kind of screwed things up a little bit too, because it used to just be
TOS Southeastern said exactly what happened. Google.
Yeah, see that's what I was just saying.
Google
but at the same time, if they didn't have that money driving force behind it, would we still have it today?
probably,
or would it have gone?
Not as big as it is.
You know,
now.
honestly, that's the thing though. It was pretty big and it was growing just fine. That's why Google got a hold of it in the first place.
Yeah,
But the whole reason for them selling it was they had exceeded what they could do on their servers.
I know, but you know they
had gotten to the point of having to wipe old videos. I mean, you can go now and find videos from when YouTube first came up because they were bought out. They were expanded upon big time.
Apparently, console was so pixelated. See, I watch it on my PS4 all the time. I watch our show and go back and see what we screwed up and try to fix it. But I'm not.
It happens with live streaming.
It does happen.
When it plays back through later, it'll be clear.
Yeah, okay. So
after
we apologize for that.
Like on my tablet, it's beautiful. It's
mine looks
clear.
fine, but mine's kind of paused.
It's just the nature of the beast when you're live streaming.
Yeah, it is.
I've got a $50 camera. I could have a $500 camera streaming through it, and it would still
come out
because of our connection and just live streaming.
I remember watching Nintendo Direct earlier this month and thinking to myself, "Wow, they're a multi-billion-dollar company." And it's pixely as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, that makes me feel better about ours getting pixely and the audio getting wonky during live stream. I'm like,
that's just the nature of live streaming.
It's just a regular effect.
Yeah, it's pretty common. It's pretty common. But no, just YouTube has really gone down the drain. Now everybody gets offended by everything on YouTube, and everybody has got a problem with this, and corporations are throwing their hands into it. Now it's easier to find a live talk show host or the news than it is your favorite YouTuber.
The notification system is broken.
It's so broken
again
because you're actually going to find some of these late night talk show hosts right away. As soon as you turn on YouTube, most of the time those are the people that show
Jimmy
up.
Fallon.
Yeah,
clips from
who
Jimmy Fallon
already have their own network to
Yep.
survive in. Leave YouTube alone, so people like us actually have a chance.
They're giving the big corporations, NBC, they'll put up clips from different talk shows and such.
Yeah.
They're giving them, they're putting them at the top of the page. I don't even watch Jimmy Fallon, and I can go on right here, right now, and I bet you.
Oh, when I got on,
I bet you Jimmy the video. I'm not even subscribed to him.
I'm not.
People I don't even subscribe to were showing up on my home.
Yeah,
page.
and that's the thing though. It's fallen this far behind where YouTubers like us who are trying to get a start, who are doing well, our survival really boils down to word of mouth from us three and you guys. That's it. That's how we're doing. You know, and
But
it's,
the big corporations can come in, throw money
Yeah.
at it, and they're on the front page, whether you subscribe to them or not.
yeah, and-
Whether it has anything to do with anything you watched or not.
yeah, it doesn't even have to have a
Meanwhile,
subject
you have-
matter that you actually
Meanwhile,
enjoy
you
watching.
have us looking at getting business cards and handing them out at local Comic
We're
Con.
working on merch.
We have
Sure.
thongs.
I was just about to ask, should we go that far and tell them what we were thinking? I'm gonna let
Well,
you
I'm
know
using
that we.
I'm using Cafe Press. It's not no big deal.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
keep in mind also this is a little bit of a joke for us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, we've had a few people who have joked and said that they would like throw $3 for a T-shirt.
You can't see that. You can't see
No.
it.
The hat actually says "Show Bob's." I know it's very light because we've kind of changed our style. If you haven't noticed by the music,
We have a TV in the background.
yeah, we have a TV in the background. By the way, hashtag
Jack
JAK,
Live.
Jack Live. So, but I mean, you know, we're trying hard to grow. I mean, we're fighting tooth and nail to get where we are. Whereas these corporations, like Will Smith, for instance, yeah, he's got a pretty big following, but as soon as he made a YouTube channel, they put him everywhere they possibly could. And if I'm not mistaken, I
Oh,
think he
if-
had an
if we did
advertisement
crap-
for a short period of time.
If we did crap like fill a hot tub full of gummy worms, we'd have 1 million subscribers right now.
Oh yeah, easily.
Can we do that?
I'm not. No, you're not doing that for my hot tub.
You have a hot tub on its way.
Spread us out there, and maybe we'll do that in a future video.
Not in my hot tub.
Yes, we will.
Oh, no, we won't.
Spaghetti.
Ooh, we can go full Robin Williams with this.
It's full. It's a hot tub already, so the noodles will soften.
I'm liking
I mean,
this more and
yeah,
more every
yeah.
single time we talk.
Put a little mesh over the intake vents, keep it from pulling back
I'm on a
in.
low carb diet.
Well, then don't eat
Well,
the
just
spaghetti.
take a high carb bath.
And no chlorine, because I actually want to eat this stuff. We'll just add sauce on top of it.
I'm not eating anything that we're laying in.
Oh no!
Come
no,
on.
I'm not going to eat anything. that
Come
we're
on,
laying
we'll pull like tomato
I'm not
sauce
coming
all
on
over.
nothing.
No,
in. Oh,
Sauna full of M&Ms.
wait, what?
sauna full of M&M.
That's
See, if we did
expensive.
stupid crap like that, we'd have 1 million subscribers.
Why don't we do stupid shit like that? Because we're better than
Because
that.
I'm 30, almost 38.
I'm 30 something, and I'm even thinking that might be a good idea.
I'm 31, and I'm thinking, can we pull some JAK archery?
Jackassery. I like that.
Jackassery.
Archery. Go with the Irish.
The Irish.
JAK archery.
The Irish.
JAK archery.
But no, I definitely want, you know, I wish that YouTube would just straighten their crap out and fix this problem, because it has been one thing after another. And it just seems like what are you doing right now?
Just carry on.
I'm trying to, but I'm focused on what you're doing because I'm
Anyway.
ADD like that.
So should we move on to the next topic?
Well, actually, this kind of leans in just a little bit more. I mean,
Oh, go for it.
the SJWs have caused a big problem. And yes, I'm saying this. I almost did a video on Twitter 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't upload properly. And I kept wondering why.
Yep.
That was kind of odd. But basically what I boiled it down to was don't listen to the lies. Do the research yourself. What? Check. Please hashtag that and send it to him. But no, the SJWs have taken over pretty much everything, and it's caused this humongous ruckus amongst everything entertainment related.
Yep.
And I'm having a real big problem with it.
Remember a great movie, Blazing Saddles.
That was a
That was
great
just
movie.
That was just one offensive thing after another.
But it was
Nobody
But it was
cared.
meant to be offensive.
I'm sure there was some
I have
Marvin
watched it with
Milk-Toast out there.
watched it with black folks, Asian folks, Mexican guys, and all of us sitting there laughing our asses off at it.
But the thing is, the movie was made to be offensively funny.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of the film. When he made that, that was his original idea of how offensive can I make this and how funny can
White
it
Wolf,
be?
Blazing Saddles. I think it's still on Netflix unless they pulled it.
No, I
Watch
think
it,
they
dude.
pulled it.
Really?
I think they pulled
You
it.
sure? I don't think they pulled it yet.
I looked for it the other day and couldn't find it. But yeah, definitely, if you haven't seen the movie,
What
definitely.
movie? Blazing Saddles. It is not a gay cowboy movie. Trust me.
You ever feel like your friends are playing Photoshop with you?
I just realized I could do this.
You're just now realizing this?
That I could insert things while it was live.
And he's our video guy. Keep this in mind. But let's talk about.
Okay, said Love Blazing Saddles. So he's seen it.
Well, of course he's seen it. He's my brother.
Yeah.
And we have a grandfather who has a sense of humor.
True.
So love you, Gramp.
Thank God for Gramps.
Oh, thank God for Gramps. That's gonna be a shirt now. I see it
Thank
now.
God for Gramps.
And I'm going to get a picture that says hashtag Thank God for Gramps, and I'm gonna have my grandfather wear it. I need to do that. We've got to make that happen.
Hey, I'll help
It's going to
out.
be on my Twitter, by the way, and we'll share it on the JAK Twitter as well. I don't know when it'll happen, but you'll see it if you're a follower. Let's talk about Ghostbusters because it is everywhere.
Hey, one of them said needs a hashtag, so hashtag Thank God for Gramps.
There you go. Hashtag Thank God for Gramps. But let's talk about Ghostbusters and the Ghostbusters 3 and the Netflix stuff that's going on with Ghostbusters. We're just going to all shove it in.
Oh, that's all why they're pulling all Ghostbusters off of Netflix all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've noticed this whole episode's going to be a rant.
It
I'm
happens.
wondering if they're just pulling it because it's been on there for a few years and it's time to rotate out the stock.
I
or
think
what?
it's kind of an odd play. Don't you think that they, like, I can
The
understand
timing.
the timing doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. I mean, really stop and think about it here. We've got 3, and yes, it is the 3rd movie. You can get mad at me all you want, but
It's not the 4th.
It's not the 4th. It is the 3rd Ghostbusters film, not a reboot, a continuance. So it's kind of weird that everybody is all, screw the director all of a sudden because and this is the thing, he merely stated. I can't remember if it was his dad or him, but either way, one of them said something along the lines that this movie was going to be a love letter to the originals. That's all he said. That's what he said. And people were considering it an offensive remark. So, what is your takes on that?
Let's see if I can find his tweet. I think that like a bunch of pussy ass little fuckers.
Talking about the
Getting
Ghostbusters 3 throwing everything in turmoil.
Yeah.
Getting their panties in a bunch because not very many people liked the 2016 Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I didn't. I never saw it though.
I watched it. It was fine. It was okay. It wasn't Ghostbusters, and it was done just to shit on Ivan Reitman and the original movies.
I mean,
There's a lot of
even
spite.
that interview with Dan Aykroyd was struggling
He's
to
struggling,
find good
yeah.
words for the film.
All we can
Yeah.
say is that the girls did a good job. The girls did a good job.
They
Girls
did
did
good.
a
They
good
did
job.
good.
They did a good job.
No,
They did
hold
go
on.
with
I know
what
he
they
did
had.
struggle to say good, didn't he?
Well, hold on.
No.
Stop and think here. That they had no control over this. They had no control what was written. They just took the job. Now, they took the job with glee in some sense, and they should be held accountable for that. But as merely for acting, they did their job. They did what they were
They
told
did
to
what
do.
they did what they could with what they had. I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been
Yeah.
a fine film.
Yeah, it really could have been. And a lot of people were saying, well, it's because they were women. No, it's not.
It's not because they were women.
It's because it wasn't
done. It was Paul Feige doing his damnedest to shit on Ivan Reitman because I guess they've got some kind of beef.
And see, that I don't even see it as that. The main reason why a lot of people did not like the 2016 Ghostbuster film,
They were doing shit behind Ivan Reitman's back just to
Actually,
get him out of it.
that may be on the
one of the
Hollywood
group
side, but I'm
point-
talking about the fan side.
One
I'm
of the
talking about
group
the
chat
lead
actually
emails.
pointed out a good point of like stuff going on TV right now.
Yeah.
All these people they're talking about Star Trek Discovery is so great because it stays within the social norms for now.
Yeah.
But yet the Orville, which breaks those apart like an old Star Trek,
Yeah.
is actually the one more people watch.
The Orville is a great show.
People are actually calling it the real new Star Trek, not Star Trek Discovery.
And it's not even that it's not even that I mean
It's meant to be a Star Trek parody,
there's
but it's
laughable
doing
moments, but they're covering issues and things in a serious and tasteful manner.
yeah, like having to go home once every year to pee.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I have not seen it yet, but I want to. Apparently, one of the alien races on there only urinate once a year. And it's like this big ordeal behind it. Like, they have to go back to this hillside to pee off of this hillside once a year. And, like, the whole episode revolves around them getting him home to go pee. Like, apparently it's bad luck if they don't pee off that hillside.
Yeah.
God. But no, look, the real reason fans did not like the 2016 Ghostbusters.
No, well, if I actually want to see it, I actually think I will like it. The episodes I have seen, I liked. I just haven't seen that one.
Let me finish this comment, please, for the love of God. I've
Go,
been
go,
trying
go,
for
go,
like,
go.
oh. So the real reason fans do not like the 2016 film, okay, is mainly because it wasn't the original cast.
Yeah.
So we already have that, and two, there was no real nod to the originals either. It was just kind of all thrown together and made to be a fart comedy. A stupid comedy. I'm sorry, but I don't. They wonder why it drowned in the box office. That's why. And everybody's on their phone. This is going
No, I'm
to
reading
hell
the
in a
group chat.
handbasket.
I'm watching the group chat.
But what do y'all guys think? I mean, do you think people are just overreacting?
I think so.
I think they are. Listen, this is what he said. Jason Reitman. This is from independent.co.uk. It's just the first thing that popped up.
Who's the writer?
The writer of the article is Lewis Chilton, Chilton, Chilton.
And this was a day ago.
Yeah. Jason Reitman has clarified his controversial comments that his upcoming Ghostbusters sequel will hand the movie back to the fans. The director, whose father, Ivan Reitman, directed the original Ghostbusters, initially said, "We are in every way trying to go back to the original technique and hand the movie back to the fans." Reitman's remarks, made on Bill Burr's Monday Morning Podcast, were widely interpreted as a dig at the 2016 all-female Ghostbusters reboot.
Yeah, it may have been.
It may have been, but it wasn't because it was all-female. Soon after the uproar, the filmmaker took to Twitter, writing, "Whoa, that came out wrong. I have nothing but admiration for Paul and Leslie and Kate and Melissa and Kirsten and the bravery with which they made Ghostbusters 2016. They expanded the universe and made an amazing movie." Reitman's comments may have been poorly phrased, but the backlash was immediate, with thousands of angry tweets prompting his quick and differential response. It expanded on the universe. That part that's sticking out to me. It did, in that they have different weapons other than the proton packs.
Okay.
But and it expanded on other things that they could go back and like revamp later on.
Speaking of
There
years
was-
later on.
It wasn't that bad of a film. Like I have said just a few minutes ago, it was done just to shit on Ivan Reitman, because Paul Feige and what's her name? I just read it. The other person involved with it, I cannot remember her name, but they were doing things behind his back to push him out. And you take a guy that makes a bunch of rom-com girly movies to direct a Ghostbusters movie, what are you going to get? You're going to get this
Rom-com style.
Are you gonna call somebody else?
somebody else.
I mean,
I don't like Paul Feige.
You know, honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing.
Nothing he done appeals to me, because everything he does appeals to women.
From what I've read about Ghostbusters 3, I'm looking forward to it because they're talking about it being like their descendants
Well,
fighting
that's not even
Ecto
gonna-
1 finding and redoing the proton, something happening in their small town.
Well, I had heard that it's not even taking place in New York. It's going to take place in some countryside somewhere.
That's what
like,
he was saying.
That's like
Yeah.
Redneck Ghostbusters.
Well, hold on now. He stated in the quote that this was a throwback to the original technique.
Yeah.
That was his words, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
He
So
didn't critique or throw shit on anybody.
to me, what it sounds like he was trying to say is he's talking about instead of using CGI for every damn thing,
go back to
they're gonna go back to the freaking leaf blowers inside of the card
going back to
shelves.
composites and
I mean-
and practical effects.
Yeah, like the stuff that we thought was cheesy, but you had to
But it
admit was
worked.
pretty good, and it worked for
Yeah.
the film. I mean, it made sense because nobody would stab books this way. I was watching Ghostbusters 3 last night. Or Ghostbusters 1. Sorry, I didn't get an early review. Hold on.
Find a TARDIS somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I did.
He's been holding out. Bring me the lotto numbers. We'll be big.
I've already won twice. I can't win again.
Throw the whole space-time continuum into chaos, and
Hey, it's our future selves problems.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, to me, that's what it sounds like he's trying to say. And it sounds like people are saying, well, this is a slight at the 2016 Ghostbusters film. To me, it kind of sounds more along the lines of he's stating they used a lot of CGI in their crap.
a crap ton of CGI.
And instead, we're going to do some CGI, kind of bring it to the modern age. But at the same time, we're going to go back to the original films. And we're going to do that kind of trickery that we did. I don't know why I couldn't say that word. Trickery that they used to do in the original first two. That's what it sounds like to me.
Kind of a back to the basics thing.
Yeah. I mean, kind of like a throwback to, like, if somebody who was, doing big and they used ketchup for blood in a horror movie. I mean, yeah, okay, we did that way back then. That would be a little bit of a nice little throwback or, whatever you want it to be, insert perfect situation for that here. But I don't know, just to me, that's what it sounds like. And it sounds like people are blowing up over nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just wanted to leave it at that. But Netflix getting rid of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound pleased to you?
It seems like they're following along with what all these groups are wanting.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Like a soft boycott.
Yeah.
Because they got their panties in a bunch, too. You wouldn't get your panties in a bunch if you wore thongs. They're already in a bunch. With cell phones.
With cell phones. Hashtag JAK Live on the back it says Showbops.
The store's not up yet. I'm still working on it.
We're still working
That was
on it.
just us goofing off.
Yeah, well, we're not officially selling merch yet, but
Just jacking around.
Yeah.
we're jacking around a little bit. But
Roll credit.
I don't know why that was funny. But,
Anyway.
but Netflix. This seems like a dumb move to me. You've
Okay.
got 3 getting ready to come out. People are going to be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, let's sit down and watch the originals before we go and watch 3."
Yeah.
That would boost your productivity, your activity inside of your website. And instead, you're shitting on this opportunity because somebody got mad somewhere for some reason that didn't really exist. Is that what you're
Yeah,
telling
I
me?
mean, it could be one of those low key. Let's piss them on because Jason Reitman said nothing that had anything negative in it, but we're gonna read into it because we're a bunch of
Of course.
pansy ass little bitches.
Well, there's an old saying: 2 people read the same book and get 2 different messages.
Yeah, but 1 + 1 is always 2.
True.
Not according to some people.
I know,
Apparently it's
1 +
3,
1
5, 6,
Or 2 +
12.
2 is 5.
No, but thanks to Common Core math, who knows math anymore?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I've kind of lost it on that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just because I was raised by an older generation.
Well, we're demonetized for that comment. Thank you. You missed the first part of the segment we were talking about.
Anyway.
Yeah, he did because we just got a new person added in.
Let's go ahead and move on, dude.
Yeah, I want to move on.
Can we talk about the sadness of Miss Surgery?
What happened to Sherry Curry? I missed this.
Well, not so much what has happened to her, but it's what happened to her,
Her favorite
beloved
video game
sequel.
has been pushed back again.
Potentially up to the year 2021. They were looking at shooting for a release next year.
Yeah.
But due to the name, it's being pushed back.
Wait,
Do the name?
To the name. Okay. When they do an Elder Scrolls, they normally tag it with a name, such as Skyrim, Oblivion. The next one was going to be called Redfall because it takes place in Redfall.
Okay.
Well, there is an author out there that does a post-apocalyptic book series called Redfall.
Oh my god.
And because of this, and the thing is, he actually handled it well. I like the way he handled it. He actually said, look, just talk to me about it. Maybe we can work something out.
Did he have? Is the word Redfall copyrighted by him right now
It is for his books.
for his books? It's copyrighted.
Bethesda Strikes Back.
I know.
And you can only use. I mean, Redfall.
Can we
What is
please just
That can-
address the freaking elephant in the room?
What?
Bethesda is back
Yeah.
on our channel.
Yeah.
Okay, continue. I'm
They're
sorry.
back.
Over the name of a place
Mhm.
in a book series that nobody has heard about. All right. We got a bunch of people that read books out here. What's the name of his books?
Redfall.
Okay, it's Redfall. The name of his
I
books
believe
Redfall.
it is the Redfall series.
Okay.
saga.
Any of you bookworms out there heard of the Redfall series?
I actually had at one point, but it's been a
No?
few years.
Okay.
Well, that just threw his argument out the freaking window.
Well, because he's heard of it, doesn't necessarily mean everybody else. You've got it's probably a little known
But
book series.
I'm big into the post-apocalyptic books, so of course I would hear something like that.
Okay, well,
But
I
from
think he
what
needs
I
to-
understand, he actually reached out to them and said, "Look, I'm willing for us to arrange." So let's see. Yeah, here's the author here. Your Redfall article. My lawyers made attempts to contact gaming companies to work out a simple licensing deal for them to use the Redfall name. They ignored me every time. Shame. Left me no choice. All this could have been avoided. Just call my attorneys back.
White
So
Wolf
he
said,
actually-
I think I've heard of it.
So he actually tried to reach out to them and said, "Hey, let's work out a simple deal."
well, I
He
could go
wasn't
could go-
looking to make millions off of it. He was just wanting to be like, "Okay, we just need to make sure it's clear that this is not the books. This is y'all's game."
I don't think anybody is going to get the books mixed up with the video. I think he needs to shut the fuck up and move the fuck on.
Well, I mean that's the thing though.
Right.
But,
River,
that's,
Billy
but,
Bridge,
but
and get
by
out.
law,
Here's the thing
by
though.
law.
The fault is not his. It is Bethesda's.
Well, that
But if
doesn't
somebody else
surprise me.
started a show that was called Nobody's Listening, wouldn't you
Do
want
you
to?
know how many
Exactly.
YouTubers are called JAK Productions?
Yes,
on here?
I know,
Oh,
I know.
tons.
And by the way, I want to give a little known fact history about JAK Productions and where we got that from. Our names are
James.
Alex.
Kyle. So, great. We were like, you know what? Let's just put it together and call it Jack. And so we created JAK Productions, or AKA Jack Productions. And there's a lot of other people apparently that have the same name. So when we actually started this channel, we got to looking and there's like 5 or 6 other channels that have the same flippin' name. So, but I mean, we're not mad about it because
No.
we have had this name for quite a while.
But we
actually.
never had it on YouTube.
Well, actually, we
We
did.
had it through Facebook.
No, we had it through YouTube.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we didn't have the YouTube name.
Yeah,
So
we
Well,
didn't
no,
have the
we didn't
YouTube
have
name.
the YouTube name JAK Productions, but we
we had our
mentioned
Facebook page.
several times that we were JAK Productions.
Let's see. There's ours at the top.
Yeah.
There's another one who has 10 more subscribers than us. There's another Jack Productions that only has 3 subscribers.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's another one right there with 7 subscribers.
There's one with Jack Productions, 7 subscribers. Jack with a D has
Has
0
zero
subscribers. Jack Productions 2. I mean, there's a bunch of them. I don't know who came first, chicken or the egg, but you know,
We're here.
we're here.
I was
You type in
I was
Jack.
I was 16 years old when we started JAK Productions.
Yeah, when we started doing that with a little
And
rinky-dink
and
little
I'm
camera.
like almost 30 now.
Yeah, with a little rinky-dink little camera doing ghost hunting videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've been doing this for a very long time with this name. We're not mad about it.
I'm not.
I mean,
Shut the fuck up and got the fuck over.
That's just what.
That's what's wrong with the world today. Nobody is shutting the fuck up and getting the fuck over it.
Yep.
Brad said hashtag over it.
Hashtag over it.
But so they're pushing it back. Bethesda is pushing it back instead of working with the guy.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
The guy is open and willing to work. He has posted multiple times, look, I am willing to work with them. I'm not out for millions of dollars in this.
But why won't Bethesda?
He just
work
wants
with
it to be clear that when they do the game, that it is strictly Redfall as in the country for their game versus Redfall book.
That sounds perfectly reasonable to me. I don't see a real big problem with that.
And for some reason, they just haven't communicated
Because
that
Bethesda
last
is Bethesda. Bethesda is making stupid decisions.
Very bad business decision.
And
That's almost as bad as making Bowser the president of Nintendo USA.
we were just talking about that before we went live, by the way.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, his name is
No, I know his last name.
Doug
Bowser.
Bowser.
Doug
Doug
Bowser.
Bowser.
And I love how thank you for the warm welcome photo. He actually has Mario and Luigi tied up with a game controller on the shoulder.
An NES controller. It looks like
GameCube.
Is it GameCube?
That's GameCube. Trust me,
Okay.
it's GameCube.
Well, I was looking. I guess that's a part of the shelf. That's
Yeah,
not-
James is about to.
I'm about to
insert pic here. Yeah, we actually want you guys to actually see this, and you ain't gotta go like crazy to look for it. No, we don't want show bobs.
No, I had that closed.
Dude, you can open the pic behind Com. Remember we had
Yeah,
that
it's,
ability.
it's too much glare.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we've learned that lighter photos don't really show up that great with that photo.
All right.
But
Carry
anyway,
on.
Carry
It's gonna take me a second.
So, I mean, we were just talking about this, but I'm going to ask the question again.
Yeah.
Do they know any of his policies? Like, what is he implementing? What is he planning on doing with Nintendo? What's the next
Don't
step?
know yet.
Because, I mean,
The
Switch
current-
is a pretty hard thing to kind of come up behind.
The Switch is still one of the best-selling consoles currently.
I know, so that's a lot to take in.
what
A
she
lot's
said.
understatement.
The what, bud?
But
That's what
from
she
what I
said.
understand, the current president's been there 15, 17 years, something like that, and he's ready to come out of it. He's tired.
I mean,
of
he did really well,
Yeah.
though.
I mean, look at what all they've done in the last 17 years. Everything from the GameCube to now the Switch. I mean,
Yeah.
the Wii, not everything's a success. I mean, it's Nintendo. They love experimenting.
And you got to give him credit where credit is due instead of just following along as sheep.
Yeah.
Nintendo is notorious for going,
Now, I do
Let's
have
try
to
this.
wonder. I think of his name before they announced he would be the next president.
you know, I'm gonna be for real with this. I'm gonna be really honest with this. If his name did not take some kind of office political ordeal, like, you know who we need to have as our president? Bowser. Bowser needs to be our president of Nintendo. And you know, that's the thing though. If they didn't take that into question when they were voting in who was going to be the president, I'm sorry. I would have used it as my main campaign.
DC's the year of the villain, so yeah, Bowser's now president, about to be president of Nintendo of America. It's like,
Are you having trouble there, buddy?
I was having a little bit of trouble because one of their ways of keeping people from using their images.
you know what, dude? It's blurry. Just throw it behind us. If it won't
There
be.
it is.
Oh, well.
Hey, look.
And this is
His
Bowser.
last name is Bowser. Bowser's the bad guy in the Super Mario games. And there's Mario and Luigi tied up.
Oh man. I'm sorry, but that's just
That is hilarious. That is
You
the
gotta give
best
it to him.
thank you I've ever seen.
If he walked in that office and was like, "I've got to do this,"
I wonder if that ain't what happened. Like, somebody give me a controller with a wire.
Well, at least it's a man that knows the business he's running and not.
He knows
he
enough to
seems
make
to
a
have a
joke
sense
out
of
of it.
humor.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you got to go with that.
Yeah.
So I'm impressed. First impressions, I'm happy with. We'll see how the rest.
Look, I'm just saying, if he dies what Harry has red, I'm gonna laugh.
And the photo was taken by. Oh, screw it. It's not our picture. I found
It's
it on
not
Google.
our picture.
Found it on Google.
Yeah, we found it on Google. So there's that. Let's go to the next.
Belongs to somebody, not us.
Which one's the next one? I've lost track.
I have two. Because we were all working on like 5 different things on our own.
Ain't that the truth? You'd send me something about Alita Battle Angel.
Alita, Battle Angel. Now, this is why I said this may be a rant episode, because this is another rant that I'm having an extreme problem with. Apparently, Alita is too sexy. This is an issue. Apparently, the SJWs or whatever are flipping the hell out over the fact that she is too sexualized with the perfect woman's
Is it from
body.
Apex?
You know,
No.
In all fairness,
Alita Battle Angel.
in all fairness, if you actually go look at the anime version,
Mhm.
they've made it less sexy in a way. I mean, if you
The
actually watch,
the eyes were a risk.
I ain't gonna lie, eyes were creepy.
I don't mind them, but I like big doe eyes in a woman.
Yeah, but those are like huge eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah, but you know what? It kind of brings. And honestly, I'm gonna say this. Please, nobody get offended by this, because I'm just being honest.
You.
Yeah, I'm being me. In real life, I don't edit myself. I just want to let y'all know that. People that really know me behind the camera, yeah, I don't edit myself at all. But I do for you too. So, but it kind of seems to me like they were trying to appeal to anime people.
Yeah.
I mean,
the big
this is what
eyes.
she looks
A
like.
lot of the hentai
I'm gonna put it right here.
stuff.
Behind.
Yeah, stick it right there. Now, to me, does that seem too sexualized or just another starlet? You know what I mean? It just seems like another sexy star that
Yeah.
you see enough times in all your superhero movies, that you'll see in
Well-
any action flick in existence. I mean, there's very few times where you've seen a
Coming
bigger-
from the big animated guy of the group. One, you compare her to the anime, her boobs ain't big enough. Yeah, they talk about
You know
over
what?
sexualizing, but if you look,
Whoa, I have to talk about this. I'm sorry. I
her
just found this out
shoulders are
today.
not that big.
I just found this out today. They had to hire on Marvel. This is kind of off topic, but it kind of has to do with the thing you just said.
Oh, the butt double for
Apparently,
Marvel?
yes. Apparently, they have to hire a butt double. This is not a joke. For Captain Marvel, because her butt doesn't fill the suit. She is flat butt from hell. I've seen the picture. Oh my god! Now
Those type of jumpsuits aren't very flattering on the ass anyway.
I know, but there was like sag. There was room for butt left in the fabric. I mean, fabric was folded over fabric. There was no ass. It was literally back to legs. There was nothing in between.
But I'm sorry, if you're going to adapt an anime into a live action, don't accuse the character of being too sexy. If she ain't got some double D's showing half her cleavage, and they're bouncing in every scene, that's
And they have their
fan-service
eyes
anime,
crossed
you
and
know?
their tongue sticking out, drooling.
Well, that's the extreme ones.
I think I would.
Would you like to demonstrate, Connor?
No. And if I don't get fanfics of that, I'll be disappointed.
You're turning red in the face.
I know.
It's great.
But I'm sorry, but I don't see a problem with it. I'm seeing people who are unhappy with their own bodies projecting it onto a starlet. I'm sorry, but
It's
that's
skinny
all I see.
shaming. If you got
Yeah.
fat shaming, then this is skinny shaming. If one of them,
Shimmy scheming?
yeah, if one of them's going to be a thing, the other one needs to be a thing also.
I agree. You can't have this like.
See, I'm a big anime fan. Most anime characters are like,
Yeah.
without this.
Yeah.
Hugely
Yeah,
unrealistic.
boom without
yeah.
the boom.
Hugely unrealistic women.
Not even that,
Yeah.
but the guys are unrealistic too.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you have to starve yourself and work out every single day for several hours straight
Yeah.
to get that kind of warrior body that you see in animes. I'm sorry, but
Maybe
that's
a little
true.
juice, you know. Also.
Jamie may have accidentally created
What?
shinny scamming.
Skinny scamming.
Oh God, here it goes. We're sorry, Twitter. We're
Skinny
sorry.
shaming. Okay, let me correct myself. Skinny shaming.
Oh no, that's a
Skinny
thing now. I'm gonna keep an eye on Twitter now because that looks like it could have became a thing. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you. Well, at least we've started something in our lives. It wasn't the most popular thing, but by God, we did something. Let's put our flag on it and just fly it high, my friends.
You know what?
Um,
They should have just got Scarlett Johansson to play her.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson got her handful with all the other stuff. Don't get me wrong, she's fine. But I actually like this. I'm sorry, I do. There's nothing wrong with it. She's not too sexualized. I don't see a problem. But one of the issues is apparently she can pick her body. Now, I know nothing of the manga. I know nothing of the anime. Is there an anime of this? See, that's how much I know.
Very old anime, might I add.
But there's the thing that
Like
apparently
80s,
in the movie she's able to pick her body, and that's the body she
Tell me
chose.
Scarlett Johansson got to play her.
Okay, Scarlett Johansson can't play her. I'm sorry, I'm having I haven't slept. I'm having issues today.
She's got her hands full with the Hulk, though, so.
You've seen that gif?
Yeah, that's to everybody.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. Oh God, that was some
That was
things
on
I
my
didn't
phone.
want to see of the Hulk. But anyway, everybody's gonna be like, hold up, let me check that out. Don't do that. I have to say that to cover my ass.
Don't look up Hulk smash blackwidow.gif.
Don't.
Don't.
Horrible.
Don't do that. Tag us in it. I'm sending us to hell in a handbasket.
Your wifey said even our resident fairy likes her.
See? Thank you. Thank you.
Who's wifey?
Fine.
I've been calling her that for years, so
Yeah,
it irritates her.
it's just
It irritates her more than him, so I keep doing it. Or is it you more than her? I can't remember.
it doesn't bother me much.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thing of the matter is it sounds a lot like he is saying skinny shaming.
Our big gay black friend that's sleeping on his couch.
Yep.
That's which one.
Hi Rico. Hi Sky. But no, to me it just sounds like they're looking for an argument, something to bitch about because they've run out of things to bitch about. And I'm sorry, but there's no excuse for it. There is no reason that this should be an argument. He just said no.
Oh, well.
Let it fly. Let it fly. I want to hear what you have to say because I know.
Start
Shoot.
with him.
Okay.
What?
So I mean, that you don't see an argument there any more than I do. What do you think is the real cause of this?
He stopped listening too.
Yeah, I zoned out. Which issue?
Oh, we're still talking about the skinny shaming.
Oh,
Skinny shaming.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy shaming.
I don't know. You be you. If you want to be an anorexic, you know, all the time, and
But
wanna be
she's not
skinny as hell,
anorexic. She is not anorexic.
Her,
Most of the-
no. I'm just talking in general, the whole skinny shaming
Well-
thing. If you want to be a size 2 thin little thing, be a size 2 little thing. If you want to be a 60-inch juggernaut, be a 60-inch juggernaut. You know, everyone is, you know.
the juggernaut, bitch. I'm sorry, I love that. That was like one of my favorite lines in that.
The only thing that breaks my heart with my size is if you ever tried to cosplay as a fat person, you have to look.
you have to search.
look.
You have to search, and you got to make sure that you like it too, because
Yeah.
you know you don't want to
I
go.
mean, I pretty much came down to Choji from Naruto, the one that does the big
Yeah.
expansion thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, yes, I found one that's
See, I wouldn't mind doing Roadhog. See, bacon one more. I wouldn't mind doing that. That would be fun. Or Baymax.
I know who I could cosplay as.
Who?
Goosh Goosh.
Goosh Goosh.
Don't look that up.
Please don't.
Don't.
Please don't.
Don't.
Please don't.
Don't.
How do you spell it?
No, don't. Look it up after the show.
Please look it up after the show.
Nah, y'all, him. That way he can. We'll even film him reacting to looking at it. This will make it even better. We're gonna let him watch it after the show, and we'll upload the reaction video of him watching.
Why not Baymax though? I mean, I could do a Baymax.
Yeah, but you gotta get enough white material, and you gotta put the blower
I
in it.
can't cosplay a Superman because I'm not 6'2" with black hair.
Queen Tiger, you're black.
I can't. I'm
Wait a
bald.
minute.
I can't do it. I mean, it's hair shaming.
we can do you as old man Superman.
There you go.
Do the gray in the beard rather than black.
Yeah. Shave your head off and say you had cancer.
That's
I
not
don't
even-
know.
That's not even funny.
I'm sorry. That was
Yeah, actually, that was
But anyway,
actually that was too far. For once, I gotta agree with him. That was too far.
I'm sorry. I told you I don't have a censor. I'm tired. But no.
Benadryl next week.
Okay.
Like
Like
at 10 o'clock at night. Here. Stoop.
Oh God, no! You will never get me up.
Yeah, well,
But let's seriously. What? Oh God! Now you've got people saying that.
well, you see his reaction to it, right?
We'll do a reaction.
You see his
right now.
little emoji to it, though, right? No, because you're gonna have to listen to the audio part, and we don't need that will definitely copyright strike us.
No,
Okay.
don't do that. We'll
Like I
look
said,
at it.
after the show, we're gonna do a little clip for y'all so y'all can
We'll do a little
understand
clip.
how horrifying.
Is it anything like salad fingers?
Worse.
Worse than salad fingers?
Worse. I'll have to pull.
Sky said Alex needs to do Roadhog and Kyle needs to do Baymax. You want to go cosplaying?
I have thought about Baymax, but the work involved in doing the suit,
That's the thing. You can buy the suits now,
it's not the same.
but they air up.
It's
like
not
you would.
the same.
But it airs up
It's
just like
not
you
the
would be
same.
fluffy.
And I don't fit into the air up costumes. They're one size fits all. You wouldn't fit into them.
How? Just wear underwear. Dress up as Bat.
Wow.
I'm not even on the chat right now.
Do Dong from Dynasty Warriors? I don't know.
I'd have to look at one.
Oh,
Speaking of games, have you seen any of the clips from Jump Force?
Yes.
yes.
I tried to send that crap to y'all like 2 weeks ago.
A week ago. It was last week.
Dude,
We
I
meant to
actually
talk about
went
it.
through and watched the whole character roster
I
thing.
did too.
I am excited. Being an anime fan, I was just going through watching the thing, and my wife was like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "That's da 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 from da da da." And she went, "Huh?"
Well, hold on. There's something. I was actually talking to James about this. I didn't get to talk to you about this.
Hashtag da 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 from da da da.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But no, out of all the cast that they did show, and there is supposed to be more coming, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't wrong about that. But there was one individual that I had a real problem with that made no sense of being there. Yu-Gi-Oh. Why is Yu-Gi-Oh there?
Because it's
Because
anime.
he's part of Shonen Jump. The actual
But
Shonen
why?
Jump magazine is where they're pulling the characters from.
Well, Trigun should
actually
be in
the-
it, shouldn't he?
I'm looking for him to show up eventually.
Okay.
Who?
Trigun. Bash
Bash
the
the
Stampede.
Stampede.
Dude, that would be awesome.
And
The
his
humanoid
brother,
typhoon.
Yes, I know who.
$6 billion double dollars.
60 billion double
$60
dollars.
billion double dollars.
But I mean, why is Yu-Gi-Oh in this? He just seems so out of place. You got Boruto, you have Bleach, you have Dragon Ball, you
One
got
Piece,
One Piece. You've got all of these
Saint
animes.
Seiya.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I mean, you've got
Well,
all of these.
see,
That
that
make
was
Some of
sense.
the joke stars are in there?
Huh?
Some of the joke stars are in there?
Yeah. Well, that's like the wife and me were watching it, and we saw the clip, and it was like, okay, so Yuki actually, it's like he instantly uses whatever he's holding is how it works. It's not a I play, it's like, boom!
It seems so out of place.
The way they did it, though, it works.
I don't know. It just seems out of place.
Now,
I'm
the
just
character
saying.
that threw me and the wife off was Light from Death Note.
Yeah, that was
And
another
they
one.
can't use his voice because they hadn't got to deal with the voice actor
Ryuk.
yet. Yeah.
The actual Shinigami is the one they don't have to deal with, which, from what I understand,
Okay.
they've added the subtitles.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to get him to sign off on it. Or his health was down or something like that. I've read 2 or 3 different reasons why.
So is it more
But if
crybaby actor wanting more money, or is
I'd have no real. I've heard 2 or 3 different reasons.
I'm sorry, after you have a few $1 million in the bank,
From what I understand
pissing and moaning
is,
because somebody used your
from what I
likeness.
understand though, Light and Ryuk are more of a plot device. Like there is a story to it.
Sumo
create
guy
your
from
own
Street
character.
Fighter 2. Then we have Shonen. Oh, Shonen Jumps.
Smash
Bros. Basically.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of.
then, White Wolf said Yu-Gi-Oh is actually a really dark show.
Yeah, you get to the animes.
Yeah, and that's fine and all. It's not the dark half that I have an issue with. It's the fight that I have an issue with. You're supposed to fight with these characters. It's kind of like Smash Bros. I mean, it's just you're using
Well-
anime characters, which is fine. But Yu-Gi-Oh just doesn't seem in
Well,
place.
think
for
about
me.
it like this: rather than playing it like a card game, he's playing it like the ancients would have, where they literally use the item and bam, there's the creature
Okay.
to attack with. That's how it comes off to me.
Yeah.
I know this much: I've never had a fighting game the wife wanted.
Really?
Yes, she wants this.
Final Fantasy?
Yeah, she wants to steal my Switch because they have announced all the different Final Fantasies coming to the Switch. And she's like,
I still want to finish Final Fantasy VII. I've never finished it all the way through.
remaking it for the Switch.
No, actually, they've already got it on PlayStation 4. It's only like a few bucks, and I've been meaning to buy it. And every time I get a chance to buy it, something else catches my eye.
Yeah, but isn't it just the re-copy?
No. Well, it is and it isn't. It's not like a full out remake. It's just
Because
they took that original version and moved it over.
See, they're making a full-on upgrade for the Switch.
Yeah, I heard. I still want to play the original.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the original. Come on, we thought that was awesome back then.
Still is one of the best.
The Smash Brothers.
No. Final Fantasy.
Oh, Final Fantasy.
Final
Seven's
Fantasy
still
7.
the greatest.
I'm sorry, I got something in my eye. But no, it just Yu-Gi-Oh just seems way out of place to me. What do you guys? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. This is the question of the week. So don't forget to use hashtag JAK Live and answer the question. We would actually love to hear from you guys. Who do you think will be the most OP character in this game? And if you haven't seen the lineup, you need to go and see it. Go check it out. The lineup is actually out. Supposedly they are going to add more characters over
That's
time.
a lot of characters.
That's a lot of characters, though. But yeah, go and choose your favorite. Who are you planning on using, and who do you think is going to win the ultimate battle? Let's leave it
Dude,
at
we
that.
need like 1,000 subscribers to do that one right. We really do.
Still, it's a good question, and I want to hear people's answers.
Really?
I-
Goku, you little traitor. It's Vegeta.
Vegeta. Vegeta.
My
sounds
brother's
great
up there.
right
My brother's up there, Goku. No.
What's wrong with
Vegeta.
Goku?
Vegeta.
Goku.
Goku keeps on just destroying the earth. Vegeta at least is stepping in and be like, shh, I gotta clean up this stuff again.
Goku has saved Vegeta a couple of times.
But it's normally out of stuff that he's the reason for.
But that's Goku.
True.
Thank you.
Oh, Raven said hi, Kyle, hi, Alex, and hi, Jane.
Alright.
Hey, baby.
Hello.
But yeah, I mean, this is. It looks like it's going to be a good game.
How about this for one?
Okay.
Do you think Jump Force will be a good game? Simple and sweet.
Yeah.
You just want to make that the
I
question.
know people that
Make
already
that question of the day.
Hashtag JAK Live. Do that on Twitter and give us your answer for the question of the week.
But we will have the poll on Twitter and Facebook. Please vote.
Yes, because we actually want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? You guys probably dig way more.
If we got 50 subs, I want to see at least 20 people make a vote.
Yeah, not everybody, but somebody. What's the next story, though?
I think we've covered most everything. Ghostbusters, check. Lita, check. Netflix Ghostbusters, check. Bethesda.
Why? But that's the why.
Captain Marvel, opening with a Stanley tribute.
Yes, Stan. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
I'm washing my hands of it.
Yes, I know you're talking about the issues they're going to have with the actress being hardcore feminist or whatever, but
It's not the fact that she's a feminist. It's the fact that she literally told people, if you're white, male, or straight, don't show up. Basically, that's what it boiled down to her tweet.
see, we just need to rent out a whole theater for white straight males.
And nobody be there.
Just have a He-Man women haters gathering.
Yeah, there you go.
No.
And be like, look, this is what happens when you say this. And just nothing but guys in the photo. And they're all straight.
Tag her in it.
Yeah, just a pee Robin. She wants to be like it. Don't come
But
back.
what is the Stanley tribute, just out of curiosity? Because if they don't do it right, that'll just piss me off even more.
Yeah.
Does anybody know?
Only other real thing I think I had was the whole, Mark Hamill helped settle debate after infamous Luke Skywalker.
Did he look down the barrel of the saber?
Yeah.
He did.
Apparently, it wasn't in the movie. It was one of the clips that were taken. Like, he was actually looking at it, trying to figure it out, and somebody happened to catch a shot of it when he was looking at the prop.
And it never made it to the film,
Yeah.
but everybody had a copy of it.
And it was one of those things that slipped out and became a meme.
Why not put
He
it in
didn't
the
even
film?
remember doing it.
Why don't they put it in the film? I mean, look, they fixed the problem with the stormtrooper hitting his head, and they added a little clunk, and it was funny. It was hysterical. Yes, in the remake, that was something they did. There was a stormtrooper on the right side of the screen. He comes through a door, and he was a little taller than everybody else, and he hit his head. Whoop-de-freaking do. But a lot of people noticed it and thought it was funny. It was like, hey, George Lucas, check this out, dude. And he went, you know what? In my next remake, I'm going to add a sound effect. And he did. And it was a little bonk. And that's all it was. And it was hysterical. Why not just ride it out? Why ruin the magic, man?
So he was actually looking through it.
He
looking at it like a telescope.
literally holds it like this, and somebody put in the actual lightsaber coming out and going back in at one point. I think it was at the end of the clip. But anyway, he's kind of holding it like this, and he goes like this. And that's it. That's all he does. He's got his hand. He's got his finger on the trigger.
VHS versions. They didn't cut that.
Yeah.
No.
I gotta rewatch it now.
Now I gotta go back and rewatch it because I don't remember it being.
Do you
in
have
there.
a working tape player?
Baby, do I have a working tape player? Do we have one? But anyway,
Skylar, if you're still watching, y'all have a working tape player.
I know she's got us at least in the back. But she said maybe. But yeah, at some point he basically looks it down the barrel, and a couple of people have actually even edited in the fact that the lightsaber goes off.
He doesn't remember doing it though. That's the best part.
Well,
and he even said, I am getting old, and this was a lot of years ago, but I do not remember doing this.
This is another thing though. Like even in the movie Gamer. You remember that one scene where it's getting ready to the tournament and the kid's sitting there and he's kind of like jumping around before the screen comes on and all that stuff?
Yeah.
That was actually him preparing for the role. That was not scripted, and the guys actually had the camera on it, because if you don't know how film works, they have the camera rolling pretty much all the flipping time. They just mark it with a little marker. And they had it running, and they caught that little section. I mean, we need a filler. Let's throw this in there. And that's all they did.
By the way, I know we've already talked about Netflix, but there was one thing I almost forgot for us to mention.
I was going to leave it for last, but since we're towards the end,
Doom Patrol.
let's talk about Doom Patrol.
Well, no, that ain't the one I was talking about, but okay.
No. What do you got then?
Netflix has canceled all Marvel shows.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
Well, you know what? Disney has a new streaming service. Copy a page, add a new thing to it, and put all the Marvel movies on it. Problem solved.
Why get rid of it though? It did fine. I mean,
She said you're gonna have to go to the storage unit for the VCR, but anyway,
it's not that far. It's like next door. Literally, we live next door to our storage unit. It's not a joke.
Then pulling the Marvel, they're canceling the Marvel shows.
Yeah.
To me, the only one that was any good was Punisher.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I didn't mind Daredevil. I didn't mind Luke Cage. I didn't even mind Iron Fist. It was actually pretty good. I sat down and watched the whole thing.
Punisher.
But it was all good. Now the one I had was
Jessica Jones.
See, I got bored with it. There wasn't anything wrong with it. It was just it focused more on her personal life than her actually using her powers.
Well,
and that kind of bored me. It kind of bored me.
It's like my 10-year-old said, and he's along the lines the same as me. You can have too much story.
Yeah.
And you've got to show about superheroes. Let's see some heads getting smashed.
Yeah, because I mean that's pretty much what Jessica Jones killed for me. If they would have shown more action with her, I probably would have sat down and watched more of it. But they brought out the new season. I was like, nah. And I still haven't seen Punisher season 2.
Punisher's awesome. You need to try and watch it before they pull it.
No, I've seen season 1. Okay. I've seen all of season 1. The minute it came out, I sat down and watched it.
I struggled through season 1 because it was all story building.
Well, yeah, but that's any first season on Netflix.
Yeah, that's any first. That's why I stuck with it.
But
season 2,
rest in peace, Marvel on Netflix.
Oh well.
Yeah,
but Punisher season 2 is great. It's great. I love the saying though: one batch, two batch, penny and dime.
Now on the flip side, Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
You just want to skip this one and go to Doom Patrol. Say it.
I just wanted to mention that one because it is sad.
It's great that it's like DC took the least liked comic and made a show about it. Because why not? And it's great.
I hadn't seen it yet.
So Brandon Fraser, out of all people, even with that weird little hand gesture that he became extremely popular picking on about, apparently saved him. And Alan Tudyk is in this as well. And I'm really impressed with the cast.
Timothy Dalton is playing.
Yeah, Timothy Dalton is in it as well. I mean, that's a hell of a cast. Yeah. Just on those three alone.
Yeah.
And there's I introduced Kyle to it last night. We watched the first episode.
I plan on starting it probably tomorrow.
We watched Variant and Comic Story and their videos that they had about Doom Patrol and let them get caught up with everything.
Which there was a couple of inconsistencies I want to point out. I've been joking
Crazy
about
Jane's yells
Crazy
shotgun.
Jane. Literally in the very first episode, towards the end, she screams shotgun, and then like literally 10 seconds later, they show her driving. Why did you call shotgun if you were going to be in the driver's seat? I'm sorry, that kind of threw me off.
She Crazy Jane, ain't she?
I guess
Okay.
so.
I love
but-
the one scene where Brendan Fraser, Robot Man's like, "Oh, we got to do something," and Crazy Jane, she switches to one of her personalities and bursts into flames, and he's like, "Not that."
Not that. And she shrinks back down. Like, okay, this is an option. And he's
White
like,
Wolf.
no.
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Doom
Now, you
Patrol.
can only
He
watch.
said Brandon Fraser? What show?
Yeah,
Doom Patrol.
we like Brandon Fraser growing up. We
He's
watched
gotten
a lot of stuff.
chunky though. He let himself go, didn't he?
Well, didn't he become a rancher for a little while?
I don't
So he
know.
kind of left the movie biz and was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm kind of done. Especially after that clap thing that he really was embarrassed about. If you haven't seen that gift, check it out. It's really funny to watch. Actually, the whole video is really funny to watch because somebody said a joke and he made this, and everybody picked on him.
But yeah, it's a really good show. This is, it's the sleeper hit.
It really
It's the sleeper
is.
hit. Everybody was talking about Titans and Young Justice season 3.
Neither of which I was interested in. And
Now,
when he
Young
said
Justice, I love it. I loved it.
Young Justice
I'm caught
season
up.
3.
well, hold on. Stick on one show here.
But
What's
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Now,
It's come out of left field.
this is
Yes,
the thing.
Doom
the-
Patrol. You haven't heard us say us enough.
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol
Doom Patrol.
was a comic, back in the 60s?
Early 60s.
Early 60s. And it just wasn't that
It's
popular, and eventually it kind of died out, then it came back, then it died out, then it came back, and then it died out, and then they
Its
tried to
most
mix it in with some
popular-
other people, and it died and came back, and it's
Its
just
most
it was
popular
one of those.
run was the first run.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
was like 20-something issues, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
20-something
It
issues.
started off with My Greatest Adventure number 80, and then they changed the name of My Greatest Adventure to Doom Patrol, and that ended at 126, I think. Or,
Have fun with your meatballs.
Are you having fun with your meatballs? For those that don't know,
but I'm
he
really
said Doom Patrol ? Then he sent okay, and then he said LOL eating meatball sub. So apparently that sub is crunchy because he can't hear us. I don't know what else to say.
they toasted his buns.
Apparently. Is it a foot long and how many balls?
Indeed.
Oh,
All right, moving on. But Doom Patrol.
So, the next episode's out now. We're gonna watch it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
apparently
watch
this came out last
it.
Friday.
Last week.
Last Friday. So I mean, we really didn't talk about it because there was nothing to talk about. And now we've actually seen it, or at least two of us have.
It's the sleeper hit, man.
I gotta give them credit where credit is due. For once, and I'm gonna say
And-
this once, and it's on record, so I'm gonna leave it at that. DC did a good job.
Don't watch it with your kids though. If your kids are
Please
under
God
some
no.
age.
There's like,
because they say the fuck word and there's asses and titties.
hey, we don't use the fucking F word here. My grandfather said that to me one time, and it just stuck. But no, this
We
is
don't cuss in this fucking house.
we don't cuss in this fucking house. This is by far one of the best sleeper hits I think I've ever seen. DC, for once in their flipping lives, in my personal opinion, throw that out there because these two will disagree with me up and down from hell to high water. They actually did a decent live action something, and I have to give it to them where credit is due. They did better than X-Men. Sorry, I'm a huge X-Men fan.
See, that's the
I'm
thing.
moving over
Doom
so when
Patrol.
Storm throws that lightning at you, I'm clear.
Anyway, but it's a team of misfits being led by a genius in a wheelchair. This predates X-Men. It predates X-Men though, because the writers and artists they all talk, so they think Stan Lee kind of got.
They
the
have
kingdom.
a belief that Stanley,
Yeah, because there's a lot of parallels there.
I don't know. Well, I mean, they all stole from each other in their own little way. If you think about it.
X-Men,
So.
actually survived in the comics, and Doom Patrol.
Most of them had the same daddy. His name was Jack Kirby. He did a little of
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and you have to give it where credit is due.
Because
Jack
Kirby
Kirby.
was not strictly Marvel. He was whoever was paying him.
Whoever paid the highest.
Yep. Yeah.
I like this show better than the Marvel shows. Yeah, well, this is why Mom doesn't love you. The Marvel movies are better than DC
I'm gonna
movies.
tell Mom on you.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
But no, they did a good job. There was a lot of decent jokes in there that seemed more realistic than some of the other stuff you see. It seems more, I don't want to say in our time, but more adultish and made for adults. It's one of those shows. It doesn't go out of their way with like Game of Thrones. It doesn't go that far. But I mean, it goes out there just enough to where you can go, hey, my kids can't watch it, but this kind of gives me that feel of
I love how
being a kid again.
How they poke fun at themselves.
Yeah.
Another stupid superhero show.
Yeah, the narrator
Who cares? The
himself
critics aren't
actually does that all the way
Who
through.
cares? The critics aren't going to like us anyway.
You gotta give them more credit as due. They made fun of themselves. This is the downside I have. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is only watchable on DC Network.
Yeah, it's only on DC Network.
See, now that's the issue I have. Is that means you have, well, since he's not here, I'll ride this out.
It's another
pay to watch show.
Yeah. But, you know.
I'm sorry, but more companies are making this problem to where they wonder why their stuff is.
They should do like Crunchyroll does.
Yeah, and
they have
spread out.
Yeah.
Why not have a superhero? You know what? I'm going to trademark this so nobody can take it. We own this. JAK Productions owns this rights. Why don't they have just a superhero everything?
Like a superhero streaming service.
DC and Marvel, and just go with that. Why not do that? That makes sense.
Swamp Thing is getting his own show now on DC.
Actually, Sky, I haven't read it yet, babe. I'm sorry, I didn't have time. But she actually sent me something that apparently their Amazon is doing a show on the stuff that we didn't see and the Lord of the Rings movies as well.
Okay.
And even Amazon is doing their own video game. Has anybody heard about this, or is this just me? Amazon is doing their own video game, and a lot of people are already bitching about it. And I'm being serious. A lot of people are mad, and they're saying it's because it reminds them of when the Europeans came to America and took the lands from the Indians. Yeah, that's their argument. There's just too much.
I cannot take all this damn sensitivity from everybody.
It's ruining every opportunity there is out there. I'm sorry, but this is just way too much of an issue that really needs to be fixed. And I'm not sure how it's going to be fixed, but it needs to be fixed. Oh my God, I fell for it every flipping time, Alex.
For those wondering, Alex did this at Kyle.
Congratulations, now you're a victim as well.
Couldn't resist.
By the way, I lost the game.
Well, this is from earlier.
Okay.
Hey, Alex, I lost the game.
You could have capitalized on it. You didn't do it.
Hey, everybody watching, I lost the game.
Hey, what all I miss?
We were talking about Amazon. He said Swamp Thing is getting ready to come out with a show, and I went on an Amazon thing.
I guess because Swamp Thing and Amazon go hand in hand.
No, but it just made me think that it was so off-putting that nobody had heard of it, and that's what popped in my head because nobody had heard that the fact that Amazon is creating a new show. Well, it's just now being talked about anyway. A new show.
Show or a game?
It's a show. Well, there's two things they're working on. One is a show that is going to be what did I say? The little stuff that you see in the Lord of the Rings movie. Supposedly they're supposed to do a whole series about it. And then also Amazon is working on their very first video game. And people are bitching about it already.
Give me no word from Bethesda.
No, it's not. They're not bitching about it for the same reasons. They're doing a political bitching. And it's already an issue with it. Anyway, I think we have run out of topics, my friends.
Go watch Doom Patrol.
Yeah, that's Doom Patrol. Go check them out if you have the service. I don't, so because I'm not a big DC fan, so I'm not.
You know, I threw my little fit on Twitter about them taking out the monthly option,
And it popped back in.
and I haven't got billed this month, but I still have full access to everything. I don't know. No, I haven't
I
received
just
any
finally made
messages.
my own account. It was available for me right from the get-go, so.
I've been with them since day one of the streaming.
Well, see,
service.
this is something we were just saying. Why don't they make a superhero streaming service and both Marvel and DC and you know, if Dark Horse comes up with anything ever, they can throw their, you know.
They don't get along that well.
But that's the thing. They wouldn't have to get along with each other. They would have to get along with the company's
How about-
streaming service.
They-
Keep my back back.
It all comes down to Marvel being jealous of the thought that if Batman would have been around, he'd have known exactly where Thanos was going, what he was doing, and would have already had the gauntlet and the stones and punched him in the face with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Batman would have won.
I have to give it. Batman would win against Thanos on that one. Especially if he has 3 days to prepare. We've already proven that fact. That fact has been
The
proven
ultimate
1,000
prepper.
times over.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
He also drives a Jeep. Ben Affleck
Uh-huh.
in Justice League.
Really?
The flashback scenes, Batman v Superman. I mean,
Uh-huh.
flashback scenes. He's driving a Jeep. Batman drives a Jeep. He wins.
Yeah.
Just on that factor alone. Nothing, no other factor.
He's a rich man who knows how to prepare, and he has a Jeep.
Prepare for anything.
Now, if they can just get him in a Ford, everything will be good.
No, we don't want
No.
to see more Batawang.
No, that's where the Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away came from. Is
Yeah.
he drove a Ford that one time.
Ford.
My dad was going to kill me. He's a Ford guy.
I don't like any of them.
I like
I don't
Ford.
like any vehicle brand. I like Jeep, but it has to be the older Jeeps.
We hate you. And the only reason that Jeep took out Chekhov was probably because it was mad at him.
Check out.
That's why I said I like the older Jeeps.
Chekhov
kid
in the
played
two newer
Chekhov in the
movies,
two new Star Wars
his
movies.
Jeep actually rolled over him.
Ah,
His emergency brake gave out.
Yep. I still wonder if it wasn't set up.
Must have been.
Because, yeah, you can do computer stuff with those and damn near drive them.
I think we're done for today.
We're done.
It's the end of the day. All right, so let's do the outro. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm Kyle the Irishman Morrow. You've been watching JAK Live. Don't forget to use the
Hashtag
hashtag JAK Live. The question of the week is...
Do you think Jump Force will actually do good? Or
And
will
we
it
want,
hurt
to
them?
we want to hear your answers. And also, would you let me do my damn
I'm
outro?
sorry.
God!
I didn't mean to click that.
He's like so ready to get out of
Use
here.
trigger fingers.
But no.
And I thought I had to pee bad. That's pretty bad when he's jumping the gun
I do
on
have
that.
to pee, actually. But no, nonetheless, go answer that on Twitter. We'd love to hear from Twitter. Also, go follow us individually on Twitter. Don't forget to check out our company Twitter, our Facebook, our Patreon. I feel like there's more, but there isn't. Is there?
There will be soon.
Eventually we'll be doing this with merch, and who else knows we'll add on as time goes on. But anyway, thank you for watching. We hope to see you next Friday. We will let you know what the answer of the poll says. So don't forget to go and vote. And I feel like that's it. I'm Kyle the Irishman Morrow.
Alex Batman Gregory.
James Papazzi Leach.
And you guys have been watching JAK Live. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to push that little bell
You got to do
notification.
it right.
Oh,
Like.
Share.
subscribe! And don't forget to push the little bell notification, everything, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, YouTube. That's awesome.
Also, go check out Nefix, Neffex. That's the ones that we're
Yeah.
doing the music in our starting. set
Yeah, if
on.
you were wondering where that really cool music came from, that's where we actually
That's
got
it,
it from.
yep.
So, much love out to those guys. We need to tag them as well on the videos.
Oh, yeah.
So that way they get some love. Because the music is, it
It's
sticks
really
in
good.
your head. And, if
And the
you're not
odds
thinking-
are, if we don't bother tagging them, YouTube's liable to do it shenanigans.
Yeah, and
so-
I'll go ahead. I'll let it play through both songs if y'all want to listen to it before we end.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll
All
let it play. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week. Don't forget, hashtag JAK Live. And we'll talk to you all later about merch. Who knows? We'll see. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Later.
All the good girls you take out for dinner, but all the bad girls you take out for liquor. All the good girls, they don't pull the trigger, but all the bad girls, they pull it much quicker. It's never too late to get down and party, switching from good to bad, cause you're naughty. Feel it inside, oh inside your body. Let it come out with shots of Bacardi. Just let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. Oh. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they act like beginners. All the bad girls, they know that they're sinners. All the good girls are really good kissers. All the bad girls are really good strippers. Baby, don't slow it down, let's keep going. I think that you and I should lose clothing. I think that all good girls just need coaching. So let me show you how, let's get on it. Just let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. Oh, the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they the bad girls, they oh, the good girls, they but the bad girls, they She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. I could feel the butterflies multiply every time I meet your eyes. Amplify deep inside once I feel your skin on mine. Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I want in life. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. Got a body and she naughty, never want her off me. Hot like wasabi, hot like some coffee. We drink like a hobby, like to get sloppy. We ain't never stopping. Yeah. I just wanna drink with this girl all day. I don't wanna think, I just want to play. Keep me underneath the sheets while we sleep all day. I just wanna feed everything I crave. I recall the first day that I met you. How could I forget you? No, I don't regret you. Hope I don't upset you. I miss laying in bed too. Your head up on my chest, you were never second best, boo. Sipping on some liquor, we remember all the good times. Live a little quicker, thinking bigger, wish we could climb. Look up in the mirror, seeing clearer for our first time. Just a couple sinners, man, I wish I could reverse time. Yeah, we fake it till we make it, or we break it off and hate it. Getting faded, getting naked, every time I feel impatient. And sometimes I can't escape it, I just wanna feel you shaping. Like my dreams, I can't sit back, I have to chase them. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have.